Many believe that Nostradamus had the ability to predict the future. To this day, people point to specific events that supposedly the man predicted would come to pass. But what is the history of Nostradamus? Was he truly a man with a supernatural ability to see into the future? Well, Nostradamus was born in December of 1503 in Saint-Rémy-de-Provence, France. Very little is known about his early childhood, other than the fact that his family was once Jewish, but had converted to Catholicism. At 14, the boy enrolled at the University of Avignon to study for his bachelor's degree. However, the university was struck by the plague, and Nostradamus was forced to leave a year later when the school closed down. He would spend the next 8 years traveling the country, helping those who had fallen ill as an apothecary, which was pretty much a medieval pharmacist. After spending this time helping people, Nostradamus decided to continue his education as a doctor and enrolled at the University of Montpellier to pursue a doctorate in medicine. Yet during this time, the work of an apothecary was considered lower class, and when the school got wind of his previous career, they expelled him due to his past work being a manual trade that was forbidden by the school. Over the next decade, Nostradamus would continue to travel through France and Italy, helping aid doctors in their fight against the plague. He would marry and have 2 children, yet his family would be taken by the very thing he fought against. Possibly due to this, he would continue on, trying to learn herbal remedies that could ward off the disease. It was in the 1550s that the man began to turn away from popular medicines and started dabbling in the idea of the occult. With these new ideas, he wrote an almanac, which gave some predictions for the following year. This book would prove incredibly popular, and he went on to publish one every year. Nostradamus' predictions became so popular that he was brought in to do readings and predictions for many members of the wealthy upper class. Because he had become so popular, Nostradamus decided to write a new book. This one contained French quatrains, which was a poem with 4 lines. These quatrains would contain thousands of predictions and prophecies of the future. Les Prophéties would prove to be Nostradamus' most famous work. Some people believe he was evil and had made a deal with the devil for his supernatural abilities. However, his work proved more popular than anything, and he was even invited by Queen Catherine of France to be the personal counselor to her son, Charles IX, who would become king in 1560. Nostradamus passed away in 1566 during the night. Supposedly, he predicted his own death by telling his maid that she would not find him alive in the morning. Was Nostradamus supernatural? Did he in fact make a deal with a beast from hell to allow him to see the future? Many scholars believe that he merely looked into the world's history and, knowing that history tended to repeat itself, projected when certain events might repeat using a system of astrological calculations. Many astrologers of the time thought that he was a fraud, that his actual knowledge of astrology was laughable. However, this did nothing to stop the positive popularity that he had with the public. To this day, many people look to his prophecies for future events. Looking at certain passages, people have made links to certain events such as the rise of Hitler in World War II, the dropping of the atomic bomb on both Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the Kennedy assassination, and the attacks of September 11th. Even more worrisome, though, are some of the future disasters that people believe have not happened yet. Like many mysteries within our world, there is no definite answer of whether Nostradamus really could see into the future. There is evidence for both sides of the argument. Knowing what happens in the future does not mean that we can stop it, so all we can do is sit, wait, and find out who is right. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want some Tales of Earth merchandise, be sure to check out our Designed by Humans link in the description down below. And if you want more of me, you can find me on Twitter at DanTProducer or on Twitch at DanTStreamer. I will see you guys next time here at Tales of Earth.